What's up, guys? Omnigeek here, back again. Hey, I'm the Geek Highlord of New York. How you doing? Welcome back to the Gail Simone Challenge. Uh, Day 7 is here. We're getting down to the wire, guys, with only a few more characters to go, of characters I think Gail could write. Um, and I've given you a lot of pretty good characters. I hope to believe I've given you a lot of good characters that probably have you guys doing this, thinking and saying, hey, I think Gail could write that. Um, but like I said, back again, having fun with this, and I know Gail has been enjoying it. She's been tweeting, retweeting, my posts and about the challenge. And once again, I've just said, Gail, I appreciate that so much. And to everybody who follows her, retweeting, thank you very much. Uh, and as a fan, Gail, Auntie Gail, I love you as always. I know she was out at the Chicago Expo. I really wish I could win. I always wanted to go to the Windy City, but I'm here doing this challenge and I'm loving it. So number seven, guys, is a character that it's really hard to know where her license is really under. It's a female. Um, yeah, guys, I know I kind of tried. I got maybe a little too heavy with females, and it's nothing against the fact that Gail is a female. No, it's just that these are female characters I think she could have written, and this one may take you guys back. And this character was created by Jim Palomini, and yeah, Joe Quesada back in 1995 under Event Comics. And that character is Painkiller Jane. Yeah, Painkiller Jane. Anybody ever read Painkiller Jane besides me? If you have, she was, for all those, this is Painkiller Jane 101. She was, depending on where you take her origin, because her origin was changed from her first appearance in 22 Brides, and then when she got her own series, I believe under Dynamite, they kind of changed it a little bit. But basically, in the original origin, she was an undercover cop. She was she was on a league against this mob family. I think the name was the Fontelli family, Fontelli mob. She was getting some information. She was supposed to meet up with another gang leader. There was an explosion. And unfortunately, the gang leader that she was supposed to meet up with didn't die, or he revived her. And for some odd reason, she gained this incredibly regenerative power. She can heal rapidly from any kind of anything. Basically, she can get buckshot in the face, and she'll rapidly heal from it. You name it, she can heal from it. It was basically she was Wolverine but she didn't have claws or anything like that. She was a cop. Um, and the second origin was they slightly changed it. In the second origin, when it was under Dynamite, she basically was just coming up. She was just a prospect coming out of the police academy with her friend Maureen, and they were both, and she got injured. There was she went undercover somewhat, and I believe she went undercover somehow, and she was given this deadly cocktail. It put her in a coma, and when she woke up, she had these regenerative powers. They really don't go too heavily into what was the cocktail concoction, what was in it, and from there, she goes on to be um, kind of like a private eye, but with these amazing abilities in a sense. Um, this kind of character, in my opinion, is right up Gail's alley. A character that hasn't been seen or heard in some time. Gail comes along, may pick it up, and push it back up to the forefront, people start talking. Now, I can see Gail picking this character up because, once again, in terms of the character and in terms of what she can do, not only is she a good hand-to-hand combat, she knows several different styles of martial arts. She's a good marksman, markswoman, things like that. And she has this incredible healing factor, like the minor wounds don't even slow her down, gunshots, she'll keep moving, but it does not mean she doesn't feel it. And I think people get that misconfused, is that, oh, you got a healing factor, that means you don't feel pain. She still feels it. That's why her name, hence her name, Painkiller Jane. She still feels it. Now, her real name is Jane Vasco, and then I know they changed it again in, I think, Dynamite. I'm forgetting her last name. But this is a character, once again, that I feel that Gail could nail. Pause. Don't mean it like that. Uh, Gail could really give a more indecisive origin that maybe even her creators did not do. Um, that give it maybe a meaning of, like, I could see Gail really thinking about it, looking at it from a standpoint of us fans who read um, Painkiller Jane and was like, okay, what is the outcome, or how did she gain this regenerative, this healing factor? The origins were, those two origins I just mentioned from her first, were just really kind of hokey, and there was no expo into how. So I can see Gail really kind of taking that and saying, you know what, I can run with this. I can give it a little bit more of a twist. Still keep it the same kind of, still keep her a cop and everything, but go into more detail of what was kind of a rebooted origin story for her. This is, or a retcon story. I mean, there's been many characters over the years have had retconned origins. Elektra comes to mind. Elektra has had several. Black Widow has had several. So there are a couple of characters that have had retconned origins, and some have been good and some have been bad. But especially for a character like this, you need to kind of give a real standard, real official origin that will give us a reason to really care. Like, okay, so she has these abilities, but am I really supposed to care about this? That's what Gail is good at. And that's what I've been saying over the past few challenges. Say what you want, but Gail gives us that ability to care for the character she writes. And a character like Painkiller Jane, once again, would be like, really, you know what? I want to read this, and maybe and have adventures. And I can see Gail really go more into the kind of the crime detective side of it, but still keeping it Painkiller Jane as well. But I definitely feel that Gail could nail this character. I think she can nail Painkiller Jane, Jane Vasco, um, a character we haven't seen in some time. I think the last time we seen her, I believe Jimmy Palomino did write her under Marvel. I think the character's back with Marvel. I'm not really sure, but I would love to see. I would be cool to see Gail write this character. That's just me. But other than that, guys, yeah, that's day number 7. Painkiller Jane, another character that I feel could be writing. 7 challenges down, 3 more to go. And the last 3 are characters that I've talking personally to Gail, and she said personally to me, I would love to write these characters. So I'm giving you a clue right now who the next character, or should I say characters, are. The clue? Brothers. That's all you're going to get. But until then, I will see you guys next time. Gail, I hope you're enjoying it. Serena, I'm still doing the challenge, darling. Still doing the challenge. I will be finished with this by, I say by my birthday, which is the 24th of March. But other than that, guys, you guys take care. I'll see you guys next time. I'm out.